What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see you today on the Speak and See Show. I ask you to like, subscribe, click that notification button so when I get information out, you can get information. And we have some fresh news today to figure out what is going on with your EIDL loans. Say have been exhausted, then they say they haven't, then they're putting money back in, people are still getting funded. What exactly is going on? This is what you need to know, and that's why you're here at Speak and See channel. I ask you to like, subscribe, and also can somebody say, hey, I still want my 10K.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do want our 10K, and we're going to continue fighting for it for you small businesses out there that got declined because of that policy map. Bad idea to put that in there. And it has been a crazy week, a good week actually, for those out there with getting loans, and a lot of you have been funded. There's almost record-breaking numbers of the people that got funded this week when they were expected to be exhausted of the EIDL funds. However, they're once again sending out letters right now saying the EIDL funds are exhausted. We're closing down the portal on May 16th, so people get into your portals before May 16th, download, upload, do whatever you got to do with your documents to try to get those loans out and try to keep your loan in process. It's very important that your loan is still processing. And when I think of small business success, I think of something that's positive, something that is fruitful and more lucrative than what we are going to be shown right now. I'm going to give you the update right now on what is going on in the SBA and where everything stands and how everything has been playing out up until now. You're going to like this article, so make sure you stick around to the end. Watch this till it finishes. And I'm giving props out to Andy Medici. He's the senior reporter of the Playbook. He gives EIDL loan updates and stuff like that for Business Journal because he has very informative information on the Business Journal as well as other papers that grab his stuff and publish his work. And he is very close and involved in what the SBA is doing with small businesses. I'd like him to give me a call or get in touch with me. That would be great. If you would like to do that, Andy Medici, thank you once again. Okay, so we're going to go over a quick article about what is going on with the EIDL loans and exactly what is happening in the world of SBA right now. So guys, once again, stay tuned to the end. This is a very informative video. It should give you some clarity on what's going on and also on what's to be happening next week with the RRF. We are going to see that voting on the Senate floor, but this isn't about that. This is about the SBA and your EIDL loans, reconsiderations, et cetera, declines and stuff like that. So here we go. Shout out to my boy, Jason McElhone. Once again, shout out to Andy Medici and the Business Journals. According to the SBA's data, about 18.5% of applications were approved. What? 18.5%? Hey, honey, they're saying 18.5% is good. Maybe we shouldn't have sent them to the non-competitive league. 18.5% were approved. So don't feel like you're alone here because 4 out of 5, that's more than 4 out of 5. And we'll chop some up to fraud and stuff like that were not approved. But only 18.5% of the applications were approved. Just think about that for a second. That's not a good number. Hey, Pops, look what I got on my report card, 18.5. Great job, son. You got an 18 point... What? Kid, you're fired. Go to your room, kid. You're out of here. Get to your room. No, that's good these days. Ask the SBA. It also shows how few businesses ultimately made it through the appeal and reconsideration process for the popular EIDL COVID-19 relief program, which exhausted its funds at a time when small businesses are grappling with soaring inflation, supply chain disruptions, and other challenges. How many SBA EIDL applicants were declined? You ready for a drum roll, people? This is incredible. Incredible. I don't know. 50,000, 100,000? That's way too many. Let's see. How many SBA applicants were declined? Drum roll, please. The SBA ultimately declined about 7.1 million declined. 7.1 million declined. Wow. Wow. What else can you say? What else is there to say? Bet you weren't expecting that. When that many Americans that are in small businesses are declined, we wonder why we're having these problems in the economy. And they've waited 2 years. A lot of them have waited over 2 years to find out. So remember, you're not alone. The SBA ultimately declined 7.1 million applicants, while nearly 3 million applicants withdrew their EIDL applications. The number of small businesses that appealed their initial rejection were even lower. The SBA ultimately accepting about 761,000 reconsideration requests and approving just 162,000 for roughly $21.6 billion in loan funding. So if you look at those numbers, 761,000 minus 162,000, that's 599,000 that didn't get approved. You're not alone. There's a lot of you out there. And if you've watched the meetings with Ben Cardin and the SBA, Elizabeth Guzman, the Republicans will be blasting her. What are you doing? What's going on with this? Where's the fraud? And blah, blah, blah. Talking about fraud. Ben Cardin will be like, calm down on Elizabeth. She's just a baby. Oh, isn't she cute? Oh, let me change her diaper. Let me change her diaper. Get a baba. It's okay, Isabel. It's okay. Oh, isn't she special? Check out the numbers. Well, that's a big pile of poop we got here. And here's a quote from an agent as to why you're being declined. COVID EIDL loans, as with any EIDL or traditional loan, have a variety of reasons for declination. I just got this fresh application from a small business out there. Let me read it. Yeah, that looks pretty legit, but yeah, looks good. I don't know what to do here. Hold on one second. Let me check out my memo. The SBA just sent me this memo. Memo from Isabel Guzman. 100 excuses to deny an application. Excuse number 1, unverifiable information. I got to go further down. I done that one, done all these. Wait, here's a new one. Auto loans exhausted. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Decline. Is this hitting home with anybody? Some of the more common reasons could include the fraudulent applications and issues with applicants' unsatisfactory credit, unverifiable information, and unsubstantiated economic injury. Citizenship, residency do not meet requirements. The business's activity is not eligible. Character reasons, and failure to respond for requests for additional information. Character reasons? Who's this guy? I don't like his character. Character reasons and failure to respond to requests for additional information. Yeah, and I need more additional information. This is only his, I'd say, 1,356 4506T form. We need another one. According to an SBA spokesperson, applicants who were declined were notified by the agency and instructed that they had up to 6 months to request reconsideration via email or written letter. These numbers reflect those who made those official requests using this process. Key deadline approaches for SBA EIDL program. The data as of May 10th likely does not count a handful of EIDL loans still making their way through the system. The SBA said businesses have until May 16th to download their documents from the EIDL program portal and finalize signed documentation for businesses that made it across the finish line on time. We need to let them know that that's a bad idea to throw the portal out right now. It really is. It doesn't make sense. While people are still in the queue, it just doesn't make sense. It's a bad idea. Borrowers who have been approved and also received an email notifying them that their funds were being processed will get their loans funded. It's not enough just to have a loan already approved, although there are some cases of individual loans that are still being processed that will be funded. I'm glad he refreshed us on this because it was very confusing. So thank you once again, Andy. According to an SBA spokesperson, that means borrowers who are obligated but have not signed their loan closing documents must do so by May 16th or will face delayed disbursement or possible loss of funding. SBA is continuing to review loan increase and reconsideration requests received by May 6th, for which all necessary documents required to complete the review are in file, including the 4506T. We've gotten really good at filling these things out. As a result, loan officers may be in contact with borrowers requesting additional information to review should funding become available. The SBA is working to make funds available for eligible applicants in this group. All who applied by May 6th deadline will be reviewed if more funding becomes available. Take a breath. I know it's hard. Processing means a loan officer is engaging the borrower in document collection and review to discern the credit decision. And below that, it says Senators push SBA to transfer money for EIDL grants. And remember, that's where we're all standing right now, guys and girls. That's where we're all at, is in a place where are they going to be pushing for more EIDL grants and more money to be into the system? Can Isabel Guzman go out there like she has done before, go out there and pull money from other agencies where their funds are still open and available for her to get for you? So that's where we're at right now, guys. More SBA news. Some of it's really not good. A lot of it's really bad, but they need to pick up those numbers that they've had. Those 7.1 million applications declined. That's a lot. That's a lot. 18.5% approved. It's not a lot. You see, this should be opposite. That should be an opposite number. We should have 80% approved and maybe 1 million declined, and that still sounds like a lot. But just to let you know, I'm with you here, not going nowhere. We're going to continue holding them accountable for their actions. They are supposed to be servicing you as the American small business, and I am here, and I'm going to continue servicing you as the American small businesses as well. So we're going to continue fighting for that EIDL loans, reconsiderations, more money to be put in for that, the RRF, EIDL loan forgiveness. We're going to be jumping on that pretty soon here. We need to get more EIDL loan deferment in order to do that because we know it's going to take a little bit longer than 4 more months. So we're going to continue on that as well as the $10,000 EIDL grant where they put that policy map, screwed a lot of Americans out of that $10,000, the fullness of the $10,000. And we're going to continue fighting for that as well together. So I hope you like this program. I hope you subscribe to the content. And can somebody say, hey, we still won our 10K.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah.
Somebody say, hey, we won a 10K.
Yeah.
Hey, we won a 10K.
Yeah.
Hey, we won a 10K.
Yeah.
Hey, we won a 10K.
Give it to me.
Me and my friends, we like to play this game. Some call us annoying, but we think it's a shame. All find time to chat and go live and get with the House and Senate on the phone and online. We even tweet the press when we feel like we're stuck on Bill
S513.
They'll say you're out of luck, but I think that it's time that they hear our voice and then we say it louder because it's our choice. We say